Hello and welcome to today's episode of Focus Atlanta. I am your host, Keisha Lancelin. Thanks so much for tuning in with us this Sunday morning. In our first segment, we're going to talk about a new report from the American Lung Association. I'm here with Dana Thompson. Thank you so much for making time for us here in Atlanta. Let's start at the beginning. Tell me a little about this report.
Yeah, so this is our 8th annual State of Lung Cancer Report, which evaluates the states and the toll of lung cancer. Lung cancer is unfortunately the leading cause of cancer deaths here in Georgia and across the country.
November is Lung Cancer Awareness Month, and the American Lung Association is the leading organization working to save lives by improving lung health and preventing lung disease through education, advocacy, and research. Lung cancer is the leading cause of cancer deaths in Georgia and across the United States. Yet, awareness about the disease remains low, and the life-saving potential of lung cancer screenings remain underutilized.
So, lung cancer screenings are unfortunately not taken advantage of like they should be. We encourage folks, if you or a loved one think you might be eligible or do have a smoking history, or maybe just have that persistent cough, it's really important to talk to your healthcare provider, about those symptoms and see, if you might be eligible for a scan or other precautions.
Lung cancer screenings are non-invasive and only take a few minutes. Annual lung cancer screenings with low-dose CT scans has been shown to reduce deaths from lung cancer. It catches lung cancer earlier when it's more curable.
We have a quiz available on our website, lung.org backslash saved by the scan. And if you can take that quiz to see if you might be eligible for that screening, or if you would be a good candidate.
The State of Lung Cancer report highlights opportunities to reduce the burden of lung cancer. There are some important things you can do to reduce your risk of lung disease. Here are some ways to keep your lungs healthy. Don't smoke. Avoid exposure to air pollutants that can damage your lungs. Get regular checkups and exercise.
A critical part of early detection and lung cancer survival rates is, having that access to quality, affordable health care. Georgia, unfortunately, also has one of the highest uninsured rates in the country. So we have people that don't, have those conversations or have that access to those healthcare providers. And it is really important to have those conversations and to not ignore those symptoms when they present themselves.
Knowing the early warning signs of lung disease can help you receive treatment before the disease becomes serious or even life-threatening.
Certainly, if you have a persistent cough or, discomfort, can even be in your back or lower back, and certainly in your chest, you would want to talk to your healthcare provider about what the options might be.
The American Lung Association fights for policies that improve lung health, reduce tobacco use, and clean air pollution. Improving lung health and preventing lung disease is the core of the mission of the American Lung Association.
I think the best partnership is with your physician and having, that conversation and taking, those and having those wellness checks. We certainly have a bunch of resources at our website, lung.org. You can read more about the report and where Georgia stands and how Georgia compares to other states across the country. At lung.org /SOLC. That's where our State of Lung Cancer report is located.
Thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing all of this information with us. It was a pleasure to meet you.
And you as well. Thanks for your attention to this.
Absolutely. It's super important, guys. Please take the opportunity to go to the website, learn a little bit more. This is just, an annual report, but there's information on the website all the time about perhaps things that you could be doing, precautions that you might be taking. Most of us think, oh, if I don't smoke, that's all I need to do, but that's not always necessarily the case. Sometimes we need to be a little more persistent, maybe get a scan, maybe talk to our physician. Please take the opportunity to go to the website and learn more. And stay tuned to more Focus Atlanta. We'll be right back.